Welcome back, everybody, to FedEx Field, just outside of our nation's capital. We're in the first quarter of action, and it's Washington who... is in control of the football. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Weaver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Fowler. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Weaver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chase Young showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Running is Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off the play fake, McGee. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his... out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Brought down back.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again.
A loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Off play action. McGee, a big pickup of 38. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down now. It's Fowler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They come up short here on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a...
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
For the extra point.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something under pressure, and they got to him again.
Joe Burrow's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow under pressure again, and down he goes again. Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Burrow will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And it's third down.
On third down, Fowler. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards there on third down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll try the left side. It's Fowler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up.
They'll try the left side. It's Lambert, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys continue to pour it on. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And the lead is now an even 30. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Past the 20. 10. 5.
Montez Sweat. The quarterback forced out of bounds.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Burrow sacked.
it's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Tigers 37, Washington 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
37, Washington.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Fowler. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
On second down, it's Fowler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
They'll try the left side. Fowler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Fowler. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
10 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They'll go with Jones. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down now, it's Lambert, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Lambert. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Burrow looking to pass. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 37.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding, offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
22-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. on first down. It's Lambert, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lambert. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
At the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And
now a give, right side. Lambert, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Lambert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down at the 30.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lambert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on first.
To number 83. It's a pickup.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 2nd down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, he figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open left side. It's Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
A 6-yard loss.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Lambert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
6-yard line. A gain of 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lambert. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try the left side. It's Lambert, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Byron Murphy.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
58 to the money. 58 to the money.
Here's Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Lambert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
On the play. 1st down, Chicago.
On 1st down, it's Lambert. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. McGee escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?